me dia sumdwe ene nam eti anwumre me ma wadwo na me ma wakwaba Ghana nti your mind papa Ghana nti eya your mind papa anwumre me ma wadwo mo wakwaba na ene eye ebrada na ebrada so efi sabre kopimisa na wotwe bebo eye Ghana nti ene ye de ebrel na dwumadie we no ye ka no kra e de kire Ghana fo na fe ya ka no kra ya kire wo ma ye de tumi e de ama wo mu o my Ghana ni aka kire wo se Ghana be ye yo Ghana be ye ye 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 oh Ghana be ye yo Ghana be ye ye Ghana be ye yo Ghana be ye ye Ghana be ye ye enti eye Ghana enti eti mpacho jesoma me wate Ghana enti mpacho eya yo ma bepa mpacho mumra hap sisi ama me ni gidi han pase kwa so slide bia wo bia mpacho as early as possible mumra me hwa de ma yen eti Ghana enti eya dia ebe ye ye na afa Ghana beti yakwana nim na anwumre ma me fa na se kese e fa ma Prince Mike Real Estate opa asase ato asase ye original asase efini kikanye bia ni ho pacho original one no eye Prince Mike Real Estate pacho eye dawa promotion no eho na ekoso enti tumike na kwaje wo de pacho problem bia ni asase ne ho original asase a ewo Ghana sabre die ni nyina no eye Prince Mike Real Estate Company me pacho o si eye 10,000 Ghana cedis na me aduma efiada hwiebe na fe atwam na fe ye ko original price eno eye 25,000 eti me pacho tumike for 10,000 nebra na energy semne se uni 10,000 for 2,000 nebra for 3,000 nebra for 4,000 nebra afi ye no betina se ye be ma flexible terms of payment afi na me ya watoma obetuatua na wanya wasase afi upa asase e wo Chopoli so a eno so eye 20,000 Ghana cedis but Chopoli eye 20,000 Ghana cedis afi Shy Hills hono eye Paramount Environment but Shy Hills de se cocaine nanso eye 30,000 Ghana cedis pacho anwumre na dawroma sanso na eye Stanjay Enterprise wasemi nkanche wo se wakofa mattress na papa adiaba original ones no ni nyina no eye Stanjay Enterprise Stanjay say open double mattress obenya bi 14.5 afei open queen size mattress eye 17.5 and open the king size mattress eno eye 2,400 umpe we na apede ohwima man from fo kuma se mpacho Stanjay abo muntumi kana mukoi sa djumekua dawroma ene dra nwumre se ya omubua me no mamiska no musoma sene na me de Ghana ntibro the next 1 hour ahead of us pacho eye no kre ene ye kache Ghana for Ghana nti eya yo my bapa na pacho djumadie wo ka ho eno eye 0537 158 638 0537 158 638 Ghana nti enwure bi ba me de Ghana ne baye na tie enwure di asam ne ye behwe the state of the Ghana politics the state of Ghana's politics my bay mu na tie na amanyo sema ekoso wo Ghana no sai na eko adana sisi ade no kre eyayire ye nam se ya amanyo sem tie nka no kre afede obi anka no kre politics mu bio eye saa ena wo se ye anase nye saa na wo se ye na anwumre yi me be ma certain informations bi na fa ya hwe mumma ye nka no kre wo Ghana o eno kre enya dwuma efise enipa enna ye ninka so hey enna ye ninka so ekire obebu waten ekire wo mre beba na me so me mre beba mumma ye mfa no kredie enchekire o my Ghana ehi fa na enamidu bewura me be ma certain informations bi ye dwendwere Ghana ho na fa ya hwe o mo mpeso mo dane no kre e wo Ghana because of politics inti enkofo mpeso mo dane Ghana enkofo mpeso mo yama wo ye neba nanso nyame okura ne man no enu kura bedadi enwumre the state of Ghana's politics ehi na edu Ghana ko ba biye and Ghana eko a ditch your guess is as good as ours before that mama ngina ha na me dane me homra me dane me ho ba afei ye betu adwumadie do so ne ya hyase medi the next 1 hour eye bekwa ni abrantie ohine ba asiedu me na me de dwumadie nyina ho chia me Ghana ti eya your mind bapa me pacho me ba sisia.
Arise, gather youth for your country. The nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to oppose
point you starting to make na fe ya hwe de Ghana beko eno kra ne ye beka cha manwofo na fe ya hwe ne yesiesie o man Ghana se yesiesie Ghana entimi nkɔ nanim na mom se Ghana be ye na Ghana betua fa nto papa fira e wo se ye de no kra eto fom ne ye de no kra ye adwuma na Ghana timi fa nto papa fira eno enti ne ye kan se ye Ghana enti na tie the NPP, the New Patriotic Party. But Ghana, our constitution. The NDCs, they also have constitution. So the NPP, almost our constitution. Amando Kobia, oh my Ghana, Imua, or person with Jinania to the Swaba, or one the constitution. Nemina Poma, what the bunny mine. Nene, Yebusia, Yaka Krebi, Nia Shakasabi, the state of Ghana politics. A year went to Upaso Daneno. Say enye wa wo pese wo de emra ne ye adwuma na eye wo dia what do you want to do no anything me yesia na tie afei hwade the constitution for the NPP article 3 clause 9 I article 3 clause 9 I pacho afei ma me no nkenkan ade pacho fato soma yen na afei ye nyina ye hwade na yen kenkan na yen hwe NPP o constitution article 3 clause 9 and yes, some and the MPP constitution no eka. Me pesa me kire onema bi. Na for ye nyina ye bi say wo say enkonfo bi ka no kra kire Ghana for. Ana omu nka no kra emfa kire Ghana for. Mpacho ye nto ye bo na ye nkan ne ye. Article 3 no enie. Ne clause 9 no. Was it for future of membership. And if you do certain things against the NPP party, you stand at the point of forfeiting your membership as an MPP member. Now I and I'm interest to her. Patrol Bentivini, na yena yankin or say a member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party, or who joins or declares his or her support for another political party or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored a candidate in a general or by-election, automatically forfeits his or her membership of the party. ETTA. We are MPP party na diwa kwa banyimu. We are mnasebe gani. Afei, sa we are to say, independent. Ewo MPP constitution ima automatically abraba ya wadwe say uko independent no de edikan wankasa wayi wo ho afri party nim dada mpacho emrare ne da ho no de edikan ana say wo mrase bodafia MPP na do ko ye na wanya wadwe say ni ma bi nko ye 2% wo free MPP na ukoka party foforo ho say ye NDC say ye PPP so wo pese wo sa party nim a ye se sabre na wayi wo ho afri party nim dada you forfeit to be a member of the NPP party. NPP constitution. Article 3, clause 9. And it is afei emrano eye adwuma ewo MPP party ni ma na se nya adwuma eye adwuma na tie the constitution of the Republic of Ghana article 97 wonu se wo ye obi a wo mrase badafie na se wo ukogina independent ana se wo ye wadwen se party na de ko aban mu no wunjira mu biewa you say your seat must be declared vacant. I was saying you cease it to be a member of that political party. Pacho, NPP for equine the constitution article 97 and the article 9 clause 9 article 3 clause 9I na afei shade in 2020 ewa asantimantemu Famina constituency. Na papa bi wo hwa ye fe no honorable Siama. O twe ne ho free MPP party nim se okọ independent. Na abra wo si sa gina ye no. Afei immediate na wo boni trimu po se okọ independent. On gina on the ticket of MPP. Number 1. MPP constitution article 3 clause 9I. Areno. And you know what actually happened in 2020. Afei Derek, video 2. Yentie chairman went me. Asante regional chairman. In 2020, what he said against Andrews at that time or call independent. And MPP for the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and of the Constitution of the MPP only yet to tie chema won't me. This somehow can ye tibra sisia. Video 2 tibra.
Yeah, na tell Mami Musa for mena issue Andy who yan day.
Oh, General Secretary Akasa. The CNSA. So MPP your constitution. Secretary 9. One no extra say. So Obiano. So we can say we independent. When you want the free party no. And the party no. Wo also be feel after na num because why you butru do. Na ayade ananu day. Regional Executive Committee no yanso ye betena ase na yanso so ye hwe sansemu ana ye de sansemu so yanso ye de baaye emini ene General Secretary so ade aba enti ya PTT aye formula MP no sanso na aba Ghana Constitution so a aye 1992 Constitution Article 97 1G no and also clearly said sir we were amanyokuo bi mu na wugina as an independent I was so vacated seat and you know or your lawyer so you should know better and to the attorney say the free man dey kono aya parliament dey ohunu wo bio hwe MPP aya party no na do ko parliament o enti so we are say chairman Sabonsuo so we are right honorable deputy speaker of parliament or say Usuo obi a 275 ni nyina no aye party no ye nyepia aye wo nomination form de ma ho if you wa na wo tua wo nomination form e bi no ho ye opposition nyina no na ya nyepia wo nomination form a kira sa de bi a wo ye bia no o ti ase wo de ma party no enti andi ne de wa ye katraman ni aye enti na ya bia se fia no kasa ibia so onu no kokonu no ho no koko fire here ebia tree no ebia party no aso say bia party no behunu se bia be sia ba se sia no kasa bia bia party no ya twani din afri MPP mu so the General Secretary akasa na so issue statement no eno aso ana party ni nyina no yigina so
eba yes primary school wanko
so wa de wanko so wa ko dia so wuntumi nwene wuntumi lusu so wa kwa politics I have to say dami it we were mat 20 na me so we were mat 20 and ye pia it is ye pia na so mitumi be duru wani mu pa na wa soa me wo soa ni wia na me dada me ho awo se me dada me ho awo afie mu e na wo se me dada me ho so wa ntwe ni ye pa ye to kwakwa e say wa Andrew asiama no wantimi ahwe no ho yemi no yate ne kwakwa obiase yate ne kwakwa enti na nya bia obetimi ka awodi bia ye de beko bia ne de beko awodi bia ye de beko famina bia no tele professor Sante onu ene gina ho ene ma MPP wo ho ye de awodi bia
waje me see hypocrisy in confonding begu ase tienie emu obi na dan kan kire we say MPP fara na twere krata akoye me bo meche de ntia omoboa no meche tie kema wuntumi ko two constitutional rules. Number 1 MPP constitution article 391 okotu ye. Number 2 the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana article 97 GH okotu ye e kire we say so oko independent pe oboa why you want film and for that matter obu ka tie again say esiama ye lawyer oni mranda enti ni kwakwa so ha no. And on that note MPP for progress here Emma Mike Okoye Junior mpato mesramo Mike Okoye Senior Professor oya announcement e wo brase begafie Derek video 3 tibra
his candidature with the office of the Electoral Commission to contest the next election as an independent candidate. He showed clearly that he is seeking or seeks to leave his party. This automatically triggers forfeiture of his party membership. You cannot have the desire to leave, take a step towards it by filing as an independent candidate and yet claim to be a member of the party. The step taken to contest against his party automatically triggers forfeiture of membership. Having forfeited the membership of the party on whose ticket he was elected to Parliament, the operative language of the Constitution is that he shall, which is mandatory, vacate his seat in Parliament. Going by a purposive interpretation of the present law, constructive actions on the part of the MP are important. To all intents and purposes, he is no longer a member of the party. He has pronounced himself publicly as an independent and has filed his papers to compete against the party and its official candidate as an independent on 7th December 2020. On that occasion, this current parliament will still be sitting and operating as an official parliament of the Republic of Ghana. We shall not have a situation adopted freely by any sitting MP where he or she will be campaigning openly against the party that he or she still represents in Parliament and yet ridiculously stands against the party. No purposive interpretation of law will allow such ridicule to prevail. Furthermore, after 7 December 2020, when Parliament is still in session till 7 January 2021, how does an MP operate both as an elected independent MP and at the same time an MPP MP if he should win the election? This lacuna of a ridiculous situation is not what is anticipated under the 1992 Constitution. In the circumstances, Parliament it is determined that the conduct of Honorable Andrew Amoako Asiamah amounts to vacating his seat in Parliament. Accordingly, we bring this to the notice of the Electoral Commission for the necessary action to be taken in accordance with the law. Signed, the Speaker.
Okay, what? Eti, a man in one whom so obessim na sem dwafie ho. If so what mra kese, emra mienu no wato. Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The Constitution for MPP wato. And intino wa man whom modi mpo esi ho. Na wonim e ba say no what Supreme Court asem bi wom. Obi amon whom musio. Me betra adikudi ntia. Now, South and way, this behavior, this attitude, Papa Asiamah called independent. And then you apply your activity Constitution for MPP, Article 3+9(1). And your activity Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, Article 97, G and H. Omu activity here, and you talk on ya. Me pacho, and conform ya independent. And one must have the fear. And this is for the catcher speaker said, and I know they see yellow and the BSC. And it's Yentie Abrana NDC for a woman here and one must have the fear. Stop that hypocrisy. We in Yacho, Mumayan cannot crave. What say, Derek? Video 4, Tibra.
Amoako Asiamah, the current independent member for Fomena constituency in the Ashanti region, has filed with the Electoral Commission to contest also as an NPP candidate. The Honorable Cynthia Mamle Morrison, the current Member of Parliament for Agona West constituency in the Central region, has filed with the Electoral Commission to contest as an independent candidate. The Speaker, the Honorable Kojo Asante, the current NPP member for Suhum constituency in the Eastern region, has also filed with the Electoral Commission to contest as an independent candidate. So, Speaker, a similar matter involving Honorable Andrew Amoako Asiamah was referred to this House by the New Patriotic Party, the NPP, in November 2020. The NPP argued that by his decision to contest as an independent candidate whilst he was a sitting NPP Member of Parliament, the Honorable Asiamah had vacated his seat in accordance with Article 97(1)(g) of the Constitution. The then Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Michael Quay, upheld the NPP's position and took an action to enforce Article 97(1)(g) of the Constitution and ruled that the NPP Member of Parliament for Fomena Den had vacated his seat by his decision and conduct and hence ceased to be a sitting Member of Parliament. Mr. Speaker, this ruling was not contested and has still not been contested and remain good and valid as a rule of this House. Right Honorable Speaker, we therefore call on you to enforce the existing ruling of this House based on Article 97(1)(g) and (h). That decision, Mr. Speaker, applies to all 4 ex-members of Parliament, namely Honorable Peter Kwachiaka, Honorable Andrew Amoako Esiama, Honorable Cynthia Mamle Morrison, and Honorable Kojo Asante. Mr. Speaker, on the basis of this fact, these persons, namely Honorable Peter Kwachiaka, Andrew Amoako Esiama, Honorable Cynthia Mamle Morrison, and Honorable Kojo Asante, are deemed to have vacated their seats accordingly. Right Honorable Speaker, this means that currently we do not have an independent member of Parliament. The MPP have only 135 members of Parliament, having seen 2 of their members contested as an independent candidate, and the NDC has 136 members of Parliament. The Speaker, having lost 1 member. Therefore, the MPP group, Mr. Speaker, cannot continue to hold themselves as the majority caucus of this House. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Okay, you refer, you can't see any yet, it's your face, and this is for no report to my speaker. And then a speaker, and then a Michael Coy senior, and then Abam Smana Babin, so do ye, video 5, Shabra.
The Honorable Minority Leader, as part of his statement, called on the Speaker to follow precedent and declare vacant the seats of 4 members of Parliament pursuant to Articles 97(1)(g) and (h) of the Constitution. The Honorable Minority Leader informed the House that he had come to the notice of the Minority Caucus that certain members of Parliament had taken actions that contravene the provisions of Article 97(1)(g) and 97(1)(h) of the Constitution. Specifically, the Honorable Minority Leader alleged that A. Honorable Peter Yao Kwachiaka, Member of Parliament for Amenfi Central, who was elected on the ticket of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, had filed with the Electoral Commission to contest the upcoming 2024 parliamentary elections as an independent candidate. B. Honorable Andrews Asiama Amoako, independent member of Parliament for Formina, and currently serving as the second Deputy Speaker, had filed to contest the 2024 parliamentary elections on the ticket of the New Patriotic Party, NPP. C. Honorable Kojo Asante, Member of Parliament for Suhum, who was elected on the ticket of the NPP, had filed with the Electoral Commission to contest the upcoming 2024 parliamentary elections as an independent candidate. And D. Honorable Cynthia Mamle Morrison, Member of Parliament for Aguna West, who was elected on the ticket of the NPP, had filed with the Electoral Commission to contest the upcoming 2024 parliamentary elections as an independent candidate. In the light of these developments, the Honorable Minority Leader invited the Speaker to declare the seats of these 4 members vacant in accordance with Article 97(1)(g) and 97(1)(h) of the Constitution 1992. According to his submission, if these seats are declared vacant, the resultant effect on the composition of this House would be that the NDC would have 136 seats, while the MPP would have 135 seats, thus making the NDC the majority party in Parliament. This statement sparked intense debate in the House, with members raising questions of constitutional interpretation and the role of the Speaker in the enforcement of Article 97 of the Constitution, particularly in the matter of the vacation of seats by members of Parliament. It is therefore incumbent upon me, as Speaker of this House, to address these issues thoroughly. In doing so, I am simply
okay, etiafe wa bo charge na wie. Wa ya analysis no, obi asu compete ye. Eti ekwan na no 2020 na da ho no. Eno anu mo fa so. Afa speaker, ade ne judgment ba beba. Te said Mike Okoye senior, what the judgment ba ye in 2020 e wo mrase bagafie no. Alban Sumana case for Babin. One also the judgment ba beba. Stop that hypocrisy. Ghana for yetimi kenkai. Ya dwimu da ho. Afia batori, ye be educating for afa Abasman Baba, Pacho. Babe, new ruling now, saying a buy. Number 6, video 6, Tibra.
In 2020, during the tenure of Right Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Okoye as Speaker of Parliament, a notable instance occurred when the New Patriotic Party notified the Speaker that the Member of Parliament for Formina, Honorable Andrews Asiama Amwako, was no longer a member of the party. The MPP requested that the seat be declared vacant in accordance with Article 97(1) of the Constitution, citing that the Member of Parliament had filed to contest the upcoming elections as an independent candidate, which violated the party's constitution. In response to this request and notification, Right Honorable Professor Aaron Michael Okoye proceeded to declare the seat vacant. However, I must emphasize that this ruling made by the previous Speaker does not bind other speakers, including myself. It is important to point out that in the present matter before the House, the notice of poll is available at the Electoral Commission on all the 275 constituencies. I have duly taken note of the notice of the poll, and furthermore, no member in making comments to the statement made to the House by the minority leader denies these glaring and notorious facts. And so, what is my role in all this? Honorable members, it is important to point out that the Speaker is called upon by the standing orders of Parliament, particularly Order 18, to inform the House of the occurrence of a vacancy of the seat of a member under Clause 1B to E, G, and H of Article 97 of the Constitution. Accordingly, I proceed to inform the House that by the notification of the polls, the following members of Parliament have by their actions vacated their seats in Parliament. The members are Honorable Peter Yao Kwache Aka, NDC MP for Amenfi Central in the Western Region, now referred to as an independent parliamentary candidate for the same constituency. 2, Honorable Andrew Amwako Asiama, independent member for Formina constituency in Ashanti Region, now referred to as MPP parliamentary candidate for the constituency. 3, Honorable Kojo Asante, MPP MP for Suhum in the Eastern Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. And finally, Honorable Cynthia Mamile Morrison, MPP MP for Agona West constituency in the Central Region, now referred to as independent candidate for the same constituency. These MPs cannot be allowed by law and my good self to continue to pretend to be representing people that they don't believe in and they don't have any loyalty for in this House any longer. The House is accordingly.
Okay. Eti enye for we to Michael Credie no. Difference bi o man na. Na we because of politics ni pampe no kre. Because of politics nyamisuo na sa. Because of politics morality eni ho. Enu ti se obeka ya ananu bi ye papa Justice Atuguba but okay din we. Justice Atuguba e ka kire Ghana for say politics inti eni pensu awade. Politics inti enokra sa. Politics inti o man ne ko wo sayem. Atuguba ene ka sa nsem we. Tie e papa Atuguba. Ebra video 70 bra.
See, look, one thing. That's why some of us don't move around, and the kind of politics that has entered some people's minds and jaundice their systems to such an extent that there's no respect for truth, morality, fear of God, anything, except to attain a political objective, fair or foul. This is the kind of mindset that leads to these sort of things. And I'm seriously against that. That is the
what politics inti and Ukraine danino. Yan kan okure. Na ye be waja ho. Politics inti ye nsu awade. Na tie. Atuguba ko so ka che Ghana for say. It doesn't matter. Afei sa same way MPP form ma so the Supreme Court. When we do Supreme Court for so aja asem no. Say speaker decision now the buy you know. You should hold on. Omam na sebeda for nimra fie. Atuguba kasa fa ho. Any assembly was it wrong or right from the Supreme Court? Atukuba, but or didn't you buy? Video 8.
Yeah.
But 99 is as follows. That's what the article says. The High Court shall have jurisdiction to hear and determine any question whether a person has been validly elected as a member of Parliament or the seat of a member has become vacant, or a person has been validly elected as a Speaker of Parliament, or having been so elected has vacated the office of Speaker. A person aggrieved by the determination of the High Court under this article may appeal to the Court of Appeal. Well, that's another interesting dimension. So the question involved here is one related to vacation of the seats of the 4 MPs involved. And so it's a matter for the High Court, not for the Supreme Court. Yeah, so to that extent, invoking the Supreme Court over this matter is wrong. They don't have original jurisdiction. You see, original jurisdiction means invoking the court at first instance. That's original.
Okay, it's any Supreme Court for any. Papa, we okay 2012 election petition. Atuguba Adinina dissenting. Okay, any. Me see no class because of politics. No clear asa. Netie afei Supreme Court na no yasem ya o ka kire Attorney General say on fa na no December NDC for ne abamba bimfo ma no December Attorney General na no December ko na afetie sedie no aha na sedie no wo aha na ntro no wo tie nie na fa nyansa to ho na yandwendwene nsam no ho afei Derek ma be video 9 fato so maye na yenhwa Attorney General ne mo ye no na yenkenkan na hwa ade tie Godfrey Odami tie that's one worker. O say na no ya wode ko e wo san kofo nan ya yes wo mu free parliament no enjiremu no enie na o say the edikan filing nomination to contest an upcoming elections for a place in a future parliament does not lead to a vacation of seat. Say parliament na eba beba no the 8th parliament. I think so way 7 and way 7 and way 8. So way 8 dia and the eba beba no 9. It is obi ejina no so ko independent ni independent ni tenure of office a wonya no 8th parliament no enko awiye And for that matter, who to me can't share the say on vacating the position and fan to her. You see the controversies. Now, Sabrano, na NPP for him dear for no way. Say, I assign a woman cadia. And you make a Sabrano and Nicolas Siama, you're trying to talk on ya. If you say, none the 7th parliament, and now yet. I know ye have got for the dame, what ye come Supreme Court on, and that one I make catch on. Tien ye, young Quala, yet to be Kinkai, yet to be Tiasia, yen Tiasia, if ye nasa, and wo, MPP for Moyen, and ye, God for the dame, do the court Supreme Court on, and that one I make catch on. Just judge it yourself. Hifa and our politics, and do a mind can echo. Politics in tea, it depends so right. Politics in tea, or minor air, not ye. I took back at ye and say, one a minute we are politics and pro any nyama sabi nyama finti we chin who free politics in him because no time I took back tie this more kind bra video 10 tibra.
I may be wrong. I've been a private lawyer and a judge for many years. Politics, I went into it very briefly and opted out because of the nature of it.
I see.
I've said this on platforms before. Now, look.
So which party?
Okay, he opted out because ne nyema bi wo hwa enkoye. Na tie 2012 election. Na konfo dum say atukuba. Oya ndisi ni, oya PPP. Na konfo ngini ni ye. Na tie, wonu say atukuba no ofri MPP mu na eba. Wo free PFP, MPP, and konfo da se na eba. Say no MPP moja e wonu mu. Ono ankasa na kan. Tie video 11 tie atukuba bra.
Who you presented there?
That time it was called Popular Front Party, which is
PFP.
now the yes. That's the
that's part of the NPP's antecedents, right?
Yeah.
From the UP,
Yeah.
then the front divided,
right.
the UNC and the PFP came in.
Yes. That's it.
So you're on the PFP side.
PFP.
Oh, that's interesting.
Victor Usu was our
Yes.
Yes. That was the time.
Okay.
Yes. And
so ideologically, you are NPP.
not now.
Oh no, I'm talking about ideologically.
After
you
you
are
say
center right.
When you say ideologically,
Or it didn't matter at the time.
No, at that time, I was.
Oh, center right.
But when I moved out, that was the end of it.
Oh, okay.
So
But your ideas are not center right.
my ideas, I don't know these terms too much, but my ideas.
I see your ideological leaning.
No, I'm coming.
Okay, it's what it? You for no can teach you my Ghana. And no what catch ye no. Na fe Derek, hwehwe video 13 ni mami. Video 13 hwehwe to mami. Hwe Supreme Court en kaneno na wura hwa na do so adem. Supreme Court en kaneno say judgment free ho ba na won suru gudem. En kaneno say judgment free Supreme Court ba. Aye se wokogura jata minim. Onyi ni on. Onyi ni. Na anu ya mami che wade. Hwade bi bra video 13 hwe Supreme Court settings hwade na yemfa compare na niema bi esie why and no kura no way hwe Supreme Court video 13 Derek yitie yen hwe bra
Kwajo Owusu Afriye. How do you feel? Yeah, we'll take your temperature level before. Especially my Lord, I'm humbled by this baptism of fire. We find him guilty of intentional criminal contempt of this court. Considering the ready admission of guilt by the contemptor and his nationwide education against contempt of court, which we hope is genuine, and the prevailing efforts of the Ghana Peace Council and various religious bodies, the political parties themselves, etc., and the plea of mitigation put in strongly by his counsel, Ayiko Otu, we are reluctantly restrained from imposing a custodial sentence. the contemptor, we however cannot overlook the fact that the contemptor is a lawyer of 32 years standing and a high-profile officer, General Secretary of one of the biggest parties in Ghana, and a threat to the public peace.
Supreme Court, and men my ma. Supreme Court, and maybe a come, and men my ma. And that will be to the Supreme Court and him to for. For what reason? Derek, video 15, mommy, video 15, mommy. Shadia, and confuse the Supreme Court, and men my daddy ma. Supreme Court, and I guess, and men my daddy ma. Video 15, Shabra.
Really, I can lead anybody again into chambers on a similar matter. Yes. And I'd like to thank my colleagues for joining me in coming to see your lordships in chambers. And my Lord, the whole team here also apologize on his behalf for what has happened. Thank you.
My lords, respectfully, I would like to associate myself with my learned friend's remarks that you tempered justice with mercy. I believe that the objectives that you have set out in your earlier indications are quite clear. Your lordships are here upholding the integrity not only of the judicial system but of the whole state. And I believe that those indications have gone down.
Election petition. No, we radio so man no ba. And member dane ma. Na me pe video biama. Janik for 16 to asma me hwade se menya no a. Enya no na ma mo yafu. 16 no for to asma me hwade. Say no a lords
in the Supreme Court.
Okay. Me say ka me pedem dia brew. Na wo hwete ma yade judgment ne ma samya wuku. Now you have seen your smoothness level. Was say yes, sir, my lord. A Supreme Court. Now, and Supreme Court judgment. I say about 5-0, 7-0. Hey, Ale. Everybody can predict the Supreme Court. Why? So for Yakufu, Mama, Mr. Yakufu, what coming? Anybody can predict the Supreme Court. Why? Most of the mandate, Mama. And it could send him, Mr. Or be Supreme Court judges, or be so much assembly, and yet him the Nemum, and your questions, yes, you are still yakene, you perceive a bisa. KSM or beside Tibra.
Please, no one can fire you. What is all this fear? You are judges for life until you retire and you die. Nobody can touch you. Your position is what it is. You are forever. So what's the fear? Look, what's his name? Donald Trump in the US. We all know that he appointed quite a few people to the Supreme Court in the US. Do you know how many rulings in the Supreme Court were made and that came up and there was ruled against him? In spite of all the fact that he put the judges there. Because they know and they realize that their loyalty was not to him because of Nwashaho, but to the law and to justice. So, all I'm saying, Supreme Court, please, this idea that they call you the unanimous FC, this idea that they say when there's a case about you and the government is involved, the government is playing at home. You know, the people are saying this, but trust me, that points to a loss of hope in the judiciary. And trust me, you are the ones who we respect as our last resort. Say, whatever happens, the worst thing that can happen, the last resort, and we do have a last resort, is that we go to court. But trust me, when we start doubting the kind of justice we'll get at the court, it's not good.
when we start doubting the kind of justice we get from the court, we will not go to court. We will not go to court. In 2017, the entire MPP for ye a siama in 2020, every 1 year. Sabrano, na MPP for constitutional, omo activate the year juma. Number 2, omo the article 97 year juma. If you say secret in ye, they know secret no any ye tie. Sabrano, na MPP for ever MPs 169 tie. It is a baku free man and kawu. Na NDC for ever 106 in 2017. I got to 2020 abano. Sana net ye. It won't tell us when he said. So we activated 2 articles now and come. Now in 2024 about what you got 3. MPP for ever 138. NDC for ever 137. MPP for him say so we say activated some money biwa. Any pam yen sabe film I'm a woman by 135. NDC for the bako so we activate here. NDC for the asobati bako umbeba 136. And for that matter majority ni beko NDC ho na maronity na ko NPP ho eti e de asembeba secret ni nyina enie eni ti no ene no kre adane atoro yakata no kre so ama chance na adane abutu. Hey, the state of Ghana politics how you guarantee but we e part 1 part 2 beba mama yanka no kre o ma ye de tumi na mama no mama ye nya gidie wo mumu se mo betimi aye emfa ho ni nipa wo de mo ba ye e no kre ni nya adwuma na antecedent precedent ebi da ho ye ne hu yetimi kenkan enne e de na asie 0537158638 0537158638 pato ye gichi Ghana eno kra no e wo se ka che Ghana fo omunim o ma seda omu person be ka no kra che Ghana fo ene ti omu give me ko Supreme Court me say in 2017 na MPP ye 169 me da fo pato udi ene bi akasa free Ghana nti your man bapa udi
Medin di Raymond. Okay. Kasapi asojaman.
Pato mami tie wa numei.
Nyame nhyira eni eduma pa oye. In fact, enyama sei na odi tuga. Enyama sei na odi tuga. Ma yehu se oman no eko benkuma na ni eko nufa. Entro to plasem achi oman Ghana aboso. Enkoda ye ba enchini ba no de na ye hwea. Hwe asema usati boso from Peter Kui, former Speaker of Parliament. In some kind, and then we do the Supreme Court one. Sabi, Brofona Okai Siciano, which they would fear, a collective tranquil put here, and then a coso. On my day, MPP, Omunja to Trasamno, the year Fano Craig, when you could in Ghana, Ghana, and your crab, and my union, and the intimate. Then the cry woman said, some didn't throw a yard, ye say, no, so be should be doer, being sure, because a year or minor, a better son, ye may ye, a busy ye, Ghana Becoso, I owe my papa.
Okay, good one there. The patrol, yes, after Bra Yancha Agene, and Yatam, the dear Yatam, Yankan of Cranchampion for. Opening, they know. Medafo patrol, Mount TV, Nuka from Mudini Bakasafi. Ghana team patrol Mount TV no come from na edu ha we were less than 10 minutes to go it's now oba Mount TV volume no come from medium aha ye ka no kre me da for di oh why nie TV volume no come from na ye nkasa aha ye do yes sir we di ni we akasa free
I tell you good evening no message
Nana, Namia Dom now swear. Namisha,
Mamini can I mean Dr. Mama Dubonia, number 1. Let me check Justin Kodia,
okay.
Mintia, Dr. Benasant, Canada CEO.
Okay.
Get my CEO, our vehicle by take over, not Ghana, after the years affair.
Okay.
2 Ghana gas, and almost 150, and I'm a Ghana for.
Okay. Oh, Nana me sense na mpacho o ka de chase wo nana oboase boko de me ma me aye no beja me nyame sha mintimi ni woni mo nkom me dofo hello me mpacho odi be akasa fi hello me di no yakasa fi odi akasa fi zo na yake me mpacho ma minti o Ghana ntini
and the one over the Mr. Bakwati, so you said Bakwati. Hello. Come on, yes, I didn't know what you are. You would go to one every cover.
All right. Okay. Mo Eradisha, Pato Brantentum, Oba Dum Volume no Mammy, Dum Volume no Money, Moncomo. And off from Pato D, Gananti. Oh, what? Yanko. Yes.
They see what parliament wrong. No question say a new sapa.
Okay.
Well, we can say, and this is for no more match to say class 1 for our parliament.
Okay.
And now they want to see. There be a democracy now that to know. Okay. I have your papa no more than say. If you put tagging some of the source, I'm not the democracy yet, papa. I want my memoir.
Okay.
It's the idea personal. And I know about the one yard. I can't moment to pay for Papa. I don't know we will get parliament. Now, for that, and it's the majority. I thought you have to nominate a fair majority. Now, so you say I'm put just in tea. Okay. And you know, in the majority number of years in Kunim, without coming down.
Oh, Nana Messan say 2020, Nana Messa with him. And so on, so was it. Mera for Patodi.
Yeah, this is John from
Pacho, let me hear you out. This is Ghana.
Yeah, please, we are calling Ghana a Christian nation. But what is going on? Can you call Ghana a Christian nation again? Because of politics, somebody will say fighting and you say black. That is very bad offense. Let us call by God and by God. Please, as you said, Ghana is a Christian nation. Let's behave as a Christian. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time and your comment and your contribution. From Patodi. Hey, Ghana. Give me the way. 0537 158 638. And I'm essential. From Patodi.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. We didn't have a cafe. Oh, Medafo, Yankasa Mentia who TV in my Nanko Chim Pacho. Yankasa.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. We did a back a Safi.
Free agreement to me, chair, wonderful at
Pacho, okay, Mamitio, Ganantini.
Maybe, wonderful at
all right. Okay. For from 0537 158 638. Volume. Oh, kuma so volume, Pacho, volume. Manako for mommy. Okay, after Yankasa made off Udi. Okay, Mamma Napo, Pacho, meet you.
No, your mom is
good one.
What can we about to and I'm telling you now, as soon as I'm about so.
Okay.
I think to 4 years, you say, what would you do? What do you parliament here? What would you be angry? You don't have to find no many parts, no. Okay. I know we need to. Nobody understands. I may have now somebody he like the other year. So then I put plans at you. Now I need to go by he like the street of Mangana. So I'm going to about move to. What would you so you got the water. I'm about to Mangana to about. I didn't check on that. Sounds like everyone for the parliament to one. Yeah, I don't matter about to Ghana point and the other about the future. For clearly to me, I don't feel what I will say. 2 million idea. Okay.
Good one day. More around the shot. 0537 158 638. But I thought, yeah, you got the Ghana team. But I thought, Ghana team. Oh. Ghana team. You're my papa. Oh, every day. One more TV no volume na go for me. Put this abe you office o. Me person me no bon komo. Pacho. Oh, she MPP for me yawe. They know. Me da for di. Yes sir.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening sir. Now me adom na wo so e.
Let me show one because if it's Central region.
Good one then Pacho mami ti o Ghana ntini.
After the year, I put what away. And then my hammer.
Okay.
Pacho to be happy. I need to for happy.
Okay.
But what you I happy.
All right.
After the piano.
Okay.
The book was done on. Or Tanya and then yet to craft at the point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's done. Bye bye. I mean, come on.
Mo eradi shout. Hey, me say 2017 ye kwato 2020 aba no. Na MPP for ye 169. Medofo di.
Dinde atam kasa fi kuma boko.
Me ba cho mami ti o me nua Ghana ntini.
I near console my can for one katana. I don't know. So my name is more Ghana.
Okay.
If it's a go what it did not Ghana for Kankan MPP for penny for me. This is the time I want to know what's in the world. So to me that friends what that was to say they are commonly BTS so. Now go point that one could just smoke and I later.
Oh, Kafra. Dofo, Woody. Yes, sir. Hello. Yes, in 2017-2020.
Hello.
Medofo Pacho Woody.
Me Pacho, me
Pacho, mami ti o Ghana ntini.
Master me na say.
Okay.
NPP, omo afi omo competition. Omo competition.
Mo eradi shout.
Bye bye.
Mo eradi shout. Enti sabre no na sia ma free man kan wo mo. Wo hu de wi na chama untimi o kasa wo. Oso mbe tu na free so. Medofo di.
Hello.
Yes sir, odi.
But no appear.
Pacho kasa free.
But I okay, so good so.
Mami ti o Ghana ntini.
Oh, kudonko ma.
Me Pacho show we there. Show we Ghana nti. Agro ni si o mesremo. O ba na wakasa. Anya sa. E Ghana shiwa o mabio. Me Pacho enti ene problem aba. Where is the state of the Ghana politics? Medofo di ne yakasa free. Medofo. Mami ti o Ghana ntini.
And this is letting Kugo my PP.
Okay. And no. Okay, mo nyamisha mo obi nsomra ma me. Aka be 5 minutes bi. Yes, and then my idea. Derek we e bi my idea. Aka be 5 minutes bi na fam so refu dwumadie ni so. Me do for patrol din. Miriam patrol din.
Patrol.
Me patrol mami ti o Ghana ntini.
And you both man. Don't say I didn't go over there and never. And then I would be one person when you can have department. And then I call every jam, wait. Okay. And then the ever present. But we are okay, this is what simple. I said, don't know you could go now, but don't come around. They make it up. $1 a contact. Yeah, no, the way we the Ghana police to make the one for come on my opinion on kind of Korea. Open the Korea my I didn't move over there. Yes, that in good Pinko. As this Pinko woman there, Mom Coffin. Mama, about to get to them put on and the one is you be clear. Young court, no, Pinko than I said that you end one thing. The young Pinko, ending the Pinko in the whole Pinko in the end.
Mo eradi shout. I mean, if I be 2 course being count na fim faduma di emra we 2 course pe na fim sorry so ebi ene why ade 05371586 me no for patrol di course no ba na eba me do yes sir Ghana ntini
Ghana nti
asante patrol mami ti o
Bajo Ghana nkasa no krasa
I am a question and say, first cry, Ogana, but to 14 cities. Yes, yes, TV that, but to the body, and then the head group. That's 280, Muslim body, is the head group. Ogana see a queen, that I'm not so dear to it, and the name quality. Oh, Ghana from Kano Crack. I dare you, you must see a queen. You never get in almost Ghana. No, Connie Ghana, and you a friend. Na kabo mi ka me japa from sun ka se obeto juma mo bi ko ne ku fa mo pe juma ma e o ku ku mo fo juma ene mo sori amu tum pe juma mo bi no e ko ko pe juma mo bi juma ho na ko o no ti no na no se ma no no o nka no ko ndo tio mo ka ma ko
mo already show aka last caller afi catch le mi nya wo bank me pe catch le nya wo ba ma me because me producer yo ba catch le oh, everybody. Me pacho di bi akasa fi.
Pacho kaza de so the cow western of.
Me pacho ma mi ti o Ghana ntini.
Yeah, MDB forecast Ghana, you might know. Mla no cement your work for 240. No, Mr. Ghana head. Almost Ghana head. We have a fear makers. That time was 2014.
All right.
We reached the speaker.
Okay. I'm sorry. What we
25 million. It means if you die, and 25 million. It means you die, and the 25 million. It means your foundation. That time, we can talk tonight.
Okay, now Michelle, why are you telling who are a TV no so until my funny is here? Patrol, aha, course no bar never, me time was song, and no much of 7 minutes. Course no bar never. Oh, already, Michelle say, so me more time. I can't done it to one. But 30 minutes be coming home. Ukra 1,000, I'll be 30 minutes. 1,000. Ukra 1,000, I'll be 30 minutes. Eddie, come on. Not sign 1 year, 30 minutes be mammy. Why? 1 year, 30 minutes. Sign mammy. Now you gun until you have to chill of mine. Okay, be na mekabia na akoye eye enokre MPP for your way ene so mu activate the same cross na won be position secret ni na maka cho ne mom maye man nokre nya tuma Supreme Court the only hope aka eye the judiciary say ya hwe ne ma ya e beduru ba bi de dia de bia me ka kire me nkofo bia me no mu nam say don't just tell me if I say justice. I don't want any peace when there is no justice. Me, I don't mean peace here. When there is no justice, I didn't know what meaning yet. You are talking about peace. What's it mean? Come on, Debay. So, my family, my papa, go. Near my Ghana. And yes, I did 2024 elections. And more Bianca or Bianca Supreme Court. Obianco. The only hope I am. Na muntie ni ye. Emre ye ni nkaso. Enne no obi nim se ye maame akua donko. Nyame beto nsa frɛ no. No obi nim o. No obi nim se ye maame akua donko. Obeko eti dwumedie na ye dia mamu no. Momfa nyame suro enye na munni hɔ ya bomudi. That is the most important thing. Munni hɔ ya bomudi. Me do for patro hanam de dwumedie nyina besi. Amfa na ase kese fama Prince Mark Real Estate Company. Promotion that so ekoso. Sanso na Stanjay mattresses. Ono so double, king size, queen size. Ninga no obi ewa na so ye. Homa da roma. Na nanu mtimi boa me. Ma mtimi de dwumedie ebro. E ma obum for me ye cheche o my Ghana. Me onua bema, me onua ba. Me okunu, me wofase, me oba. Me odehye. Me ma obum for me ye cheche o my Ghana. And ntimi ka se Ghana ntia. Eya adesoma me say ye o my bapa. Ghana nti eya ye o my bapa. Na fa tie ni ye. Na me yadoma efiada new edition ebesa de abro. Ne mom memene da ebo anwumire anasa no pa 10 am. Pacho ubenya repeat baako ewo ho. We eye Ghana nti. Me fa na se kese fa me production team. Mr. Danny Chief Wale Pacho una we the main producer for this show. Senior Wale and afi Derek me say so to me confirm. Baby una ma me sound camera Sylvester and afi umu makanya Jessica Bonke pacho wo na utimi etamachi ewe dem ya uni me personal person. Oh Jesse pacho ada unyankwa you will be here. Jesse will be here. Pacho one me personal person. Ono mo timi boaboa me gije me nkrata no so ye famura ha ye say video so nyina eye Jesse na dawroma na ye timi enya ya ye de ebro me am de dwuma de nyina ho kya me din e de bekwa nya branch de be sidu nemom till I come into your various destinations and various houses. All what I'm telling you tonight is that take very good care of yourself. And remember that in no time, Jesus Christ will appear into his kingdom. When it happens, where will you be? Till I come into your various destinations and houses. All what I'm telling you tonight is that mucho gracias. Last time, harvester. I'm out.
Arise, gather youth for your country. Your nation demands so